Good evening, Bay Area and basketball fans around the world. Tonight, we bring you not just a sports update, but a story of heart, resilience, and the unshakable spirit of champions. This is not just about the scoreboards or statistics, this is about a team finding its soul when the spotlight dims on its brightest star. Let's talk about Stephen Curry. Yes, the Stephen Curry, four-time NBA champion, two-time MVP, the man who changed the way basketball is played. But in Game 1 against the Minnesota Timberwolves, something unexpected happened. Something no one, not even the most skeptical fan, could have predicted. Just 13 minutes into the game, Steph had already put up 13 points. He was hot. Scorching. You could see it in his rhythm, in his confidence. Curry was locked in. He darted across the court, reading the play, and leaped into the air to intercept a pass from Mike Conley. It was a play full of hustle and heart, but when he came down, something didn't feel right. Curry winced. He tried to shake it off, to hide the discomfort, but moments later, he left the court, and didn't return. Later that night, an MRI confirmed what no Warriors fan wanted to hear. A grade 1 hamstring strain. And just like that, the heart of Golden State's offense would be sidelined. The team's PR released the official statement: Curry will be out for at least 1 week, missing Game 2 and likely Games 3 and 4. His status will be re-evaluated after that. Let that sink in. This is the first muscle strain of Steph Curry's entire career. Not a twisted ankle or a bruised knee, those, unfortunately, he's battled through before. But a muscle strain? Never. And that speaks volumes about his elite conditioning and preparation, even at 37 years old. Coach Steve Kerr, usually composed and analytical, was visibly emotional in the post-game press conference. Words failed him. He simply hugged Curry, holding him tightly, knowing how much this hurt, not just physically, but emotionally. Steph wasn't just in pain. He was crushed. Teammate Kevin Looney spoke to reporters soon after, and his message was simple: we got his back. This team is bigger than one man, even if that man is Steph Curry. The room nodded in agreement. You could feel the unity. The Warriors weren't going to collapse, they were going to rise. Now, without Curry, what happens? This is where the story shifts from a tale of injury to a tale of identity. Golden State without Steph? That's like a symphony without its lead violinist. But great orchestras don't fall silent, they adjust, they adapt, they push through. Game 2 is on the horizon, and yes, the odds are stacked. But the Warriors aren't folding. Not even close. What we're seeing now is the rise of the next men-up mentality. This team knows it can't replicate Curry's magic, but it can fight, claw, and scrap its way through. Without Steph's on-ball wizardry, the Warriors are focusing on physicality. They're crashing the offensive glass. They're pressing defensively, forcing turnovers. And in the absence of their general, the foot soldiers are stepping up. In Game 1, Klay Thompson dropped 21 points, still showing flashes of the Splash Brother we all remember. Andrew Wiggins added 17, attacking the rim with a purpose we haven't seen since the 2022 finals. Jonathan Kuminga, though still young, brought unmatched energy, chipping in 14 points and locking down on defense. Even Draymond Green, known more for his grit than his scoring, played a critical role. He finished with 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, a near triple-double. But more than the stats, it was his voice, his leadership, his fire that kept the team alive. The Warriors ultimately fell short in Game 1, losing to the Timberwolves 114-108, but the final score doesn't tell the whole story. This wasn't a blowout. This was a fight. This was a team refusing to quit, even after losing its soul mid-game. So, what now? Curry's re-evaluation is set for 1 week from the injury, which means the team has to navigate Games 2, 3, and possibly 4 without him. The goal? Win at least one. Just one. If they can enter Game 5 tied at 2-2, and if Curry is cleared to return, it's a brand new series. The coaching staff is strategizing like never before. Steve Kerr knows he has to reinvent the offense, more ball movement, more off-ball screens, and more trust in the young guns. Moses Moody, Brandon Podziemski, and even Gary Payton too are seeing increased minutes. They're not just filling space, they're making an impact. Moody scored 11 in Game 1, including 2 key three-pointers in the fourth that nearly flipped the game. Podziemski, known for his hustle, added 8 points and 6 rebounds, including a game-saving steal late in the third. These aren't just role players anymore, they're warriors. In every sense of the word. But let's talk about the mental aspect. Steph Curry isn't just the team's best scorer. He's its emotional compass. His energy, his swagger, his fearlessness, it's contagious. When he's on the court, the team plays free. Confident. Fearless. Now, they have to find that confidence from within. They have to dig deeper than ever before. For veterans like Klay and Draymond, it's about legacy. These aren't just games, they're chapters in a dynasty's final act. Every possession matters. Every rebound is a statement. Every assist is a message to the doubters, we're not done. For the younger players, this is their moment. Their rite of passage. They've trained for this. They've waited for this. And now, under the brightest lights and the heaviest pressure, they get to prove they belong. Even off the court, Steph Curry's presence is felt. He's at practice, coaching, mentoring, encouraging. He's texting teammates late at night, reminding them of their greatness. He's in the locker room before the game, hyping them up. No boot. No crutches. Just the eyes of a lion who's not done roaring. He knows what this team is capable of. And he believes. Let's not sugarcoat it, this series is hanging in the balance. The Timberwolves are young, fast, and hungry. Anthony Edwards is electric, scoring 29 in Game 1. Karl Anthony Towns added 24 and dominated inside. They're not going to let up. But pressure? That's where Golden State thrives. They've been here before, down 3-1 in 2016, down 2-1 in 2022, counted out in every way. And time after time, they rise. They write new chapters. They find new heroes. So here's the real story. This isn't about a hamstring. This isn't even about a player missing a few games. This is about heart. About a team refusing to surrender. About warriors living up to their name. Steph Curry will be back. Maybe for Game 5. Maybe later. But one thing's for sure, when he returns, he'll come back to a team that never gave up. A team that held the line. A team that fought not just for him, but like him. Because that's what champions do. So as Game 2 approaches, the world will be watching. Not to see if the Warriors can shoot threes. We've seen that before. We know they can. No, the world will be watching to see if they can stand tall without their leader. To see if the heart of this dynasty still beats strong. And based on what we saw in Game 1, it absolutely does. This is the Golden State Warriors. And when the spotlight fades and the music quiets, they rise. Together. We'll keep you updated on Curry's condition. But until then, keep believing. Because this story is far from over. And in the words of the great Steph Curry, I can do all things. Stay tuned. And here's the key takeaway from the channel: delve into financial education to enhance your quality of life. Within the financial market, explore bonds and shares, particularly focusing on real estate investment trusts, which offer the potential for passive income. Engage with this responsibly and consider reputable investment brokerages worldwide.